What up? Liz Wilcox here, the host of Sales Email Summit. Before we get into this interview, I just want to let you know that this summit is sponsored by List Gadget. ListGadget.com is how you can turn every email into a growth machine. We've got embeddable polls, leaderboards, referral programs, and more. And I know this sounds crazy, but you can do it in about 30-second startup time. Now, right now, we are offering $10 off the starter plan to make it just $9 a month. So if you're into adding email polls, reactions, subscriber leaderboards, and more to your email newsletter, head on over to listgadget.com. All right, let's get into this episode. Okay, Natalie, my dear, let's get this thing cracking. What is the most interesting or the most lucrative email you have sent out in the last 6 to 12 months?
My name is Natalie Bardo, and I'm a Pinterest coach. And the most interesting email that I've sent out in the last 6 to 12 months was a bit of a emotional reconnection with my audience email. It was around Valentine's Day, and I was relaunching my brand, and I wanted to not only share my gratitude, but send an email that would get replies as a way to start my sale off. So my subject line was, how do we meet, with a red heart, hit reply, and let me know. So in this email, I was like, no matter how we met, thanks for being here. Without you, there would be no Natalie Bardo, Pinterest coach, and how I've had this brand for 5 years now. And it was to announce that for 5 days only, my signature course would be 50% off. And I also included a huge list of all the updates that I had made, including, 23 new videos, updated workbook pages, templates, all that fun stuff with a graphic. So this email did pretty well. I was reawakening my audience, and it was the day one announcement of my sale. I went on to make around 20 sales of my course. So I was fairly happy with this, considering that it was a little bit of a, re-engagement, hey, PS, this program is here. It's been updated, and I just wanted to hear from everyone. And I got so many great replies, and it was just a really great way for me to, as I said, reconnect and re-engage my audience before just being like, hey, buy this thing.
Natalie, let us know. So you said this was to kick off a sale. So did you send any follow-up emails about the sale for 50% off your signature course? How many did you send out, and how did they do? Also, I would love to know, did people actually hit reply? Did you get a lot of customer research about how you met your email subscribers?
Yeah, so I actually did get a bunch of responses. A lot of people were like, oh, I discovered you at this summit, or was at this specific event. I also had a bunch of people asking about the course updates because I was announcing that I was, revealing all these new updates. So they were curious about that. So it was a really good conversation starter. I don't have all the emails still, but I'd say I probably got around 20 or more responses. And what was also great is that the people who replied that were already in my course, I used this as an opportunity to ask for testimonials. I was like, hey, you love the program. Would you also be willing to give a testimonial? Okay, so about my 20 sales, I, in total, sent 7 emails. This was just the first email. So of those 7 emails, 2 I only sent to those who had clicked on the link to the sales page. So 5 in total to all. 2 emails were more targeted, and it was just over the 5 days, I made 20 sales.
20 sales? Oh my gosh, that sounds like 20 wins. And you know what rhymes with wins? Pins. So Natalie is the Pinterest queen. If you want to promote your stuff, including paid products on Pinterest, Natalie is the one to learn from. You can go to the link in the show notes to sign up for her email list and get 10 Canva pin templates for free. And if you want, and you know you want to get this email from Natalie so you can also make some sales. Just steal it, right? For $35. We've got a steal of a deal. We've got this template pack, the Steal These Sales Emails template pack, a plug and play collection of every single email from the summit, including the one Natalie and I talked about, including the one that made her 20 sales. It's awesome. No decoding, no guesswork. Copy, tweak, and send and make sales just like Natalie. That link is also in the show notes.